Being a better nurse. Our nurses, our future. A tribute to all the nurses out there across the globe for tireless service and die-hard determination for the care of people of the various communities served, pandemic, disease control, managing trauma and emergencies, specialized and comorbid fatal cases, taking huge life risks to save lives, with their expertise contributing to medical sciences and healthcare facilities.
Being nurse is life-saving.
Nurses stand in the front line in healthcare system in all circumstances.
Being nurse is versatile.
This one is dedicated to respect their hardship, saving lives. In memories of the lady with the lamp, she comes alone in silence and the dark, a ministering angel with wellness and a spark. Alone led towards sea, a hope for the Crimean camp, she is the lady with the lamp. A nurse is efficient to work in adversities. She devotes her life to save humanity. Thus was born a noble profession, was spread tender, loving care amidst humanity and rare. Dr. A. Celestin. Nurses. We are called the marrow of hospitals. As professional nurses, we are trained to care for the sick or infirm in general and multi-specialty hospitals and community setups, delivering holistic approach towards healthcare and ensure facilities to check preventions and promote reform. We have standardized protocols and strategies set in healthcare management and nursing practices to promote health. We maintain code of conduct and obey high values set our nursing ethics. We nurses are effective communicators, counselors, educators. We nurses keep up teamwork with adequate leadership and management skills.
In every medical field, and always we put the trust on us so that we can do our work in a better way.
We nurses also set advocacy on medico-legal issues and aspects. We nurses have required eminent clinical skills in medical and patient management and manage emergencies with critical thinking abilities. We nurses look forward for the futuristic development in the field of education, innovation and research. As it is said, the roots of a profession is hidden in its history. So let us recollect of marvelous history of nurses. There are many nursing historians digging out history of nurses throughout the globe. We nurses had a dynamic history in past that has been revolutionized in last 2 decades. It turns out into a holistic practice with different modalities that focus on improvement of health status of infirm. So do you know who is the first nurse in the world? Of course, it is Florence Nightingale, the founder of modern nursing. Was born in Florence. She was named after the city of her birth. So let's talk about the origin of nursing. In the primitive period, Mother Nurse considered woman as an instinctive nurse. The untrained nurse is as old as the human race. The trained nurse is a recent discovery. In the 5th century, the Hippocratic collection describes that the skilled care was provided by male attendants who may have been early nurses. In 600 BC, the role of nurse was mentioned in the book written by Susruta Samhita. The member of religious orders such as nuns and monks provided nursing care before the foundation of modern nursing. Earlier, nursing care was provided by inexperienced traditional caretakers. The nursing profession suffered a major setback for last 200 years. Foundation of professional nursing. During Crimean War in 19th century, Grand Duchess Elena Pavlovna invited women to join for a year of service in military hospitals. 28 sisters joined for this service and went off to Crimea in 1854. Florence Nightingale was one of the most influential among these sisters, and later she contributed in development of the modern nursing. Florence Nightingale laid the foundation of professional nursing. In 1859, Florence Nightingale wrote a book named Notes on Nursing and set up the model of professional education and first school of nursing. Nightingale was just 17 when she believed that she was called into service by God to do something towards lifting the load of suffering from the helpless and miserable, and she did so until the age of 90 when she died. It is no wonder that International Nurses Day is celebrated on the birth anniversary of this great nurse We should also recall the remarkable works of the First Lady of Nursing, Virginia Henderson. She had remarkable contributions towards nursing. Dorothea Dix. She was a pioneer in the field of psychiatric nursing. Our third eminent personality, Clara Barton. Born in 1821, a year after Florence Nightingale, Clara Barton was a Civil War nurse. She started a company which is currently serving millions, the American Red Cross Society. Our fourth eminent personality is Mary Elijah McConnell. Born in 1845, she was the first Afro-American woman to graduate nursing school in US. Founded the National Association of Colored Graduate Nurses in 1908. Our fifth eminent personality, Virginia Lynch. Born in 1941, Lynch, foremost pioneer in forensic nursing and helped create a system that would bring justice to millions of rape victims. Thanks to her, we have forensic nursing today, which helps land more criminals in jail. Who is the first nurse in India? 1891, by Kasibai Ganpat, was the first Indian nurse to come for training. The role of Florence Nightingale. Florence Nightingale had a great influence over nursing in India and had a close knowledge of Indian conditions, especially in the army. She was interested in the nursing service for the civilian population. Army Medical School was established in 1857. She established Nightingale School for Nurses. She gained the Order of Merit in 1907 by the King. The first nursing school for women was started at Kanpur's St. Christine Hospital by Dr. Alice Marvel. In the 20th century, National Nursing Associations were started. In 1897, Dr. B.C. Roy worked to the standards of nursing and nurses of both sexes. Then and there emerges the Indian Nursing Council. Indian Nursing Council, INC, is a national regulatory body for nurses and nursing education in India. Mother Teresa, she is the holistic nursing exemplar of a public health nurse, died from heart failure on 5th September 1997, leaving many of her followers behind. Mother Teresa was definitely a public nurse and a woman healer. For 45 years, she ministered for the poor, sick, orphaned, and dying. There is another Padma Shri awardee, Santi Teresa Lar. She is an Indian medical nurse and healthcare professional known for her service to the Onang tribe in the Andaman and Nicobar Island in the aftermath of the tsunami of 2004. The Government of India honored Larka in 2011 with the 4th highest civilian award, Padma Shri. There are still great contributions of certain male nurses who revolutionized gender equality in the nursing profession. Luther Christman, Edward Lyon, Joe Hogan, Walt Whitman are amongst celebrated male nurses. There are many more popular nurses who had remarkable contributions that we could hide the legislation for a 10% reservation for males in nurse recognized globally. But do you think this figure for a profession is satisfactory? The story of Daniel Vijay. Daniel Vijay became first male nurse to bag prestigious Nightingale Award in 2021. The 50 years old, after 21 years of experience, he now holds a specialization in dialysis and cardioversion. In recent years, the male nurses are identified for their extraordinary contribution in nursing and the delivery of health care.
Being nurse is a great. Being nurse is tough, but being
Conclusion, the take-backs. Nursing is a healthcare profession focusing on the care of individuals, families, and communities. Many nurses deliver care within the ordinary scope of physician, hence public image of nurses has emerged as care providers. However, nowadays, nurse practitioners practice independently in a variety of settings across the world. Although advancement have come in the nursing profession, nursing in the future. The age of AI has revolutionized the idea of nurses in future. There is a substantial use of robots as seen. During this, there will be further developments for robotic nurses in domiciliary care and hospitals, and also providing palliative nursing care to ensure patients the best care they need. These robots will be used where human support would be avoidable and most hazardous circumstances. Still, the roots of nurses would be only present in hospitals. Nursing in the future has got a high career expansion. We also contribute to medical research, forensics, bioinformatics, genetic counseling, and the scholars will appropriate details on the scopes of expansion and enforcing research and novel branches such as forensic nursing, modern psychiatry, nursing informatics, telenursing, palliative nursing care, medical coding, medical and health management, advanced statistics and research, and advanced clinical research. Now it's time for nurses to lead, make a right choice choosing this as a career, and contribute experience to develop modern nursing. On International Nurses Day 2023, let us thank our warriors risking their lives on the front line from the bottom of our hearts, being a better nurse. To be a good nurse, you need to be knowledgeable, competent, flexible, even-tempered, good communicator, detail-oriented, empathetic, and critical thinker. Being a nurse is tough. Being a nurse is brave. Being a nurse is empathetic. Being a nurse is optimistic. Being a nurse is compassionate. Being a nurse is being responsible and hardworking. Being a nurse is life-saving. And being a nurse is worth living. Join us to be a brave nurse in future. Ignite yourself for the service of mankind. Ignite the dream to be a successful nurse. Chase the possibilities in future. Bring the best output to the reality. We unite for a change to be able to provide best healthcare and advanced nursing practice, being more efficient, being more responsible, being a better nurse.